Wait a minute, I thought this was about stinky foods. When I was growing up in Hawaii, where it's known for its cultural diversity, I was surrounded by a variety of local foods with the different flavors of Hawaiian, Chinese, Japanese, and Korean, Portuguese, and so on. And all these flavors or dishes were put all together on what we call a plate lunch, such as kalua pig, chicken teriyaki, peleho ribs, and the mixed plate with everything on it. Just the aroma gets you really hungry by looking at these photos. And then there's the other side, foods that may taste great, but do they stink? And if you like foods that stink, come along with me and I'll show you the best stinky foods that's on my list. Alright, so I finally found my keys. Took me a long time to search around the house and it was in my truck. Don't you hate that? So we're gonna go to a local Asian grocery store to pick up some of the stinky foods. So let's go. Okay, here we go. This is what we call kimchi, sliced kimchi. We have daikon. You can see it right there. And there you go. This is prepared shredded squid, cuttlefish. Tastes all the same. This is good, makes good snacks. Here's the seasoned shredded cuttlefish, but you can have the shredded squid. It's just as bad. Tastes great, but it smells pretty bad. So I think that's it. Next up is a Filipino store to get more stinky food. We're at the Filipino store. Let's go in. Alright, I'm done with my shopping. Let's see what we got. Well, what we got here, let's see. That's the teas. I'll kind of explain later what we got, but here's all the stink food that's on my list. Put it there. I can't forget the cuttlefish. There we go, and the daikon. And there's an extra one I forgot to put on my list, but we'll talk about that later. So the first one we got is patis, which is a Filipino condiment actually. So it's actually fish sauce. And then here's the kimchi. And then we have bagoong, daikon, and cuttlefish. So let's start off with the kimchi and the daikon. But first, take my hat off and my glasses, sunglasses, and voila, now I can see better. Or here's the two stinky products that I have. It's, one is the kimchi and the other one is daikon. And one is Japanese. Oh, this is Korean and this is Japanese. The kimchi here is made of fermented cabbage. So just the mentioning of fermented makes it sounds bad. So it's made of, again, cabbage, and it's garlic, I think ginger, and oh yes, fish sauce. And if you don't like fish sauce, this might not be something you might like. But if you do love fish sauce, then it's probably, you're gonna like it. So what can you use kimchi on? Well, you can eat it by itself. You can put it on rice, steamed rice, or soup, or you can have it for breakfast, bacon, eggs, and kimchi. But my best and favorite is peanut butter jelly and kimchi. So what do you think? No? Okay. Let's bring in the daikon. The daikon is a Japanese radish, and this one is pickled. It has a yellowish color, obviously. And this one here, you open this thing, it does smell like someone farted, because it's high in sulfur compounds, and when it's in its pickling process, it intensifies that smell. So when you open this thing, beware, okay? But it does taste good. It tastes kind of sweet and has a little tart in it. But as I said, if you do open it, if you do have a pet like a dog, then it might be safe to open one like this in front of your family or friends or whatever. And you can always blame the dog. Say, what's that smell? Just blame the dog. So what can you use it for? You can eat it by itself. You can have it a side dish. You can put it in salads, noodles, have it with rice, or my favorite is the daikon hot dog bun. Those are the two stinky foods that's on my list of 5. And let's start with the cuttlefish, or what we call shredded squid. Again, if you don't like fish smell, you probably won't like this, but it does taste good. It has a little spice, a little sweetness, but it's a good snack. You can take it to picnics, parties, or maybe to a movie theater. Just make sure, well, you don't have to make sure, because once you open this thing in a theater, I don't think anybody's going to be sitting next to you. So the next time when you go to a movie theater, instead of popcorn, pick some cuttlefish. The next 2 items I have here is two Filipino products. Both products are made of fermented fish. One is patis and one is bagoong. And what are they? They are actually, Filipinos use this as condiments for all different type of foods or dishes. And this one here, patis, is made of fish sauce. Yeah, can you imagine? No, you don't drink this thing. You can use on steaks or even fish on fish. Yes, yeah, fish on fish, yeah. And soups, noodles, maybe rice, yeah. And then here, bagoong, this is the shrimp paste. Did have the fish type, but the shrimp is just as good. Again, it does smell bad because this is fermented, and it does have fish sauce in this product. But you can use it on all kinds of things, right? You can use it on, again, eggs, soups, I mean, you name it. But again, these products are like salt and pepper. So the next time you go out and buy some French fries, hey, try a little patis or a little bagoong. All right, so that is the list of stink foods that I had to share with you. but I do have something special, and it's called Balut. So we say the best for last. This is called Balut, and Balut is a popular food commonly sold by street vendors in the Philippines and in Vietnam. In Vietnam, I think they call it hot Vin Lon, and it consists of a fertilized duck egg, an embryo that has been incubated for probably about 18 days, and then boiled. And this is boiled. It doesn't smell bad, although this is about stinky food, but it doesn't smell bad. And it tastes pretty good. You just have to pass the grossness of eating a partial embryo. So let's try it. So I guess this is the round end, this is the fat end, so I'm gonna have to crack this thing 3 times. 1, 2, 3, okay. Here it goes, people. And you just peel it off like so. Put it in there. You could add salt to it, but I'll just do this one. As you can see, there's an embryo in here, but there's a juice inside. You can see that. This is sort of dry. So there's that embryo. Pretty gross, huh? So there's juice or soup, whatever you want to call it, and you just drink it. Not bad. Okay, so you just peel it around more, and then you get to see the actual embryo. And I used a fork. I would use a fork. And you can see the inside here. This is just the part of the yolk, and the yolk tastes pretty good. Tastes like an egg. And I guess there's the bird, a duck, and along with the brain. So I'm gonna just try that here. I got some feathers there. Excuse me. Just feathers.